right, it's time to do color remover. I've been talking about it a lot. I'm nervous, but here we go. A lot of you know I've only done one other color remover so far. I've been used to playing more with like bleach or just kind of going with whatever colors I'm dealing with. But I've really been working on like the integrity of my hair. So for this month's color change, before I bleach my roots, because I'm still going to bleach my roots, I really want to try out the MALIBU CPR color remover. I've done so much research from the last time to now on kind of what I want to do. It's almost a shame though, because honestly, my hair health has been getting so much better. I don't know if you guys could tell. I know sometimes it's hard to on the camera, but it's feeling good. It's looking better. And here I am to mess it up. But you can tell it's definitely time to redo my regrowth here. And basically, I'm here to use no bleach. Like, I'm going with a color remover that doesn't have any ammonia, no bleach properties, whatever. That's what I'm doing today. Like I said, I've researched quite a bit, so I feel prepared. Sometimes that doesn't matter. Color remover can still damage your hair regardless if there's bleach or anything in it. You know, it can still just dry it out. I am going to still try and be as careful as possible. And I'm going to try not to get any bleach stuff today because that's for the bleach video. So if this is your first time here, welcome to our newest hair transformation journey. I do have health problems, so I like to really kind of pace myself with these things. I can't really throw it all in one day. So anyway, so I really like to just space it out. So no matter what the reason is you're here, I hope you subscribe, stick around, hang out with the rest of us, and then that way you don't miss the rest of it. But for today, we're just going to be doing color remover, like I said. We're going to be doing the MALIBU CPR. Of course, there's a... Sorry that they put this all over here, but this is the product that we're going to be using. But in order to use that, I'm going to go with what they recommend. And that was to use their GOO pH 9 clarifying shampoo. I think I'm going to regret only getting one of these because of how many times that we're going to need to wash my hair today. So just so you know, I'm specifically going off of what they did on their YouTube channel. Everyone does things different ways. And I do want to say that, yes, they do have, I think it's called the DDL or something. That is one that you're going to want to use after we do all this if it's not as light as you want it. This process is to just remove as much of the color as I can or as you can while keeping the integrity of your hair. You know, I'm trying to purposely avoid the ones that lighten or have bleach. That's kind of the whole point. For me, after I'm done with this, I'm not going to use their DDL regardless of the outcome. I'm just going to go into bleaching my roots. Whatever those colors come out as, I have just about every color out there. So we're going to go from there and just create something. I do have a general idea of what color will be dyeing my hair after all this, but that's just kind of my plan. In the other months, if you guys have been here, you've noticed that I've done a bleach bath or things like that. But yeah, I'm going to go kind of a different route this time. So yeah, so I'm not going to get into that DDL, but that is what they recommend if you do all this and there's, you know, to get to that lighter shade and go from there with whatever you're doing. Honestly, even Hair Buddha, which granted this video of his was from 3 years ago and we love him, right? Even mentioned that, you know, they don't just like have color remover laying around there. So when you come in and you have like these hair colors you need lifted or things done, they're normally just going to go like a bleach bath or they have their own things. But that was 3 years ago. He might think differently now. But I totally got that point. You don't think about that as much when you're at home, you know? Also, my hairdresser, she actually really recommends the blank canvas. She also had this color disruptor there and kind of recommended this, you know? But this is also all recommended by MALIBU, what I have going on here. I'm like getting all over the place. But basically, if you're here and you do want like a recommended one off the top of my head from all this research I've been doing, that would be hers. It's more bleach based, but she swears by the Pulp Riot Blank Canvas Color Remover. She really loves it. That's what she does. And she also had this disruptor that she recommended. So now we're going to skip back to, because now I'm confusing myself, the MALIBU CPR and their actual website. What I'm doing today is exactly what I saw them do on the video. I'm taking their recommendations. The results look great to me. I'm not expecting this to completely all be gone, but I am expecting it to go at least 1 to 3 levels. So we shall see. I'm really curious how this is all going to lift out. But luckily, my hair is in pretty good condition for this, so fingers crossed. I'm just going to run you through the process. Like, this is only my second time using a color remover. I'm going to do my very best, but I just thought that you guys would really want to maybe know what I kind of found out on my internet travels We're going to start with their shampoo. After watching the video again, I feel like I should have ordered more of this, but honestly, I ordered this before I ever knew I was going to do the rest of this. Hopefully this has enough shampoos in it, but I really wish I would have a bigger one. After that, we're going to be using the Malibu C Color Disruptor. Disrupts pigment for corrective color prep. They stress that you cannot use this by itself in order to remove color. It needs to be used with the CPR. After that, we're going to go in with the CPR. I'm really one for like seeing things to kind of help. And in the video, she did show how they pull the color and things like that. So I'm going to do my best to get those angles. Might not be the most perfect filming, but we're not here for me to look pretty. We're here to do hair. Love my hair more than my face anyways. All right, so that's kind of what you're going to need. Also, mixing bowls, bottle. You can mix it in a bottle. I did that before with the Ion. I forgot to make sure that it was open. It didn't go so well. But honestly, she used a bowl in hers. And I'm actually going to do the same thing. For me and my hair, I'm really trying to get it just right on there. And it's just going to help me section and keep things a little more organized since my hair is longer. But you don't have to do that. You can just use a bottle, put it on your head, whatever. I am really excited but nervous, you guys. Like, I feel like if I don't just get to doing this right away, I'm going to talk until I run out of time. I'm like, oh, master procrastinator at her finest. I'm going to do a deep conditioning mask at the end of this, and I did get a new one, so I'm excited to try that. And just in case you guys were wondering, I did find some timers off Amazon. It was $4 for 2 of these, and they're magnetic, and they have different settings, and it's awesome, and I'm happy about that. So that's what's new with me. What's new with you? Besides all my normal, obvious stresses out in the world, so. All right, so first off in the video, what they want us to do is shampoo, and we're actually going to need to do this 3 more times at the end. Now, you can shampoo once or twice in the beginning. I'm just going to do it once because I'm limited, and I really want to make sure I have some for the end. You don't want to skip that step. So to start off, I'm going to shampoo my hair with this and get a nice deep scrub going from, you know, my roots to my ends and really try and get in there to kind of cleanse everything out of my hair. This is their brand, like I said, the Malibu C Undo Goo pH 9. They do sell it in bottles and stuff like that. I believe I got this one off Amazon. And you're not going to condition after this. You're just going to wash it, and then you're going to come back with your damp hair, and we're going to section it. So I will see you in just a second. I almost left without a before and after because I'm just like so nervous. All right, here's our before. And let's get to the back. I'm not as worried about like removing the color from this because I'm going to be not only bleaching my roots, but my huzzy. I think I can talk him into cutting that for me for you guys. I'll tape it. So there's really no point in me trying to remove that color because we're just going to cut it right out. Not really focused on that, but we'll see what happens. We're back. Glad I wore a swimsuit top. Forgot about the part where I have to get in the shower. So here we are, we're back. I did wash it kind of twice. It was a very thin shampoo. I didn't quite get, let's see if I can show you guys. That's the shampoo right at the top. It literally looks like a clear, just clear. I honestly like the smell. It's kind of citrusy or something. I wasn't quite getting the lather that she did in the video, but I did still see there was some kind of little bit of color in the tub. It's just their clarifying shampoo. I'm hoping we're good on that. I think it's probably good enough. Not a bad shampoo, honestly. Most clarifying shampoos leave my hair feeling way worse than this. Might get a bigger bottle just to have. Don't know yet. That was the original reason I bought it. She actually did this too, but I'm also going to do it. I'm going to put the color disruptor in a bowl. Like I said, I'm just following what she did in the video because it was from their website and I like the results. I know that there's a lot of like mixed opinions and reviews and things like that. She did the color disruptor and she, you know, puts it in a bowl, but then she waits to mix the CPR color remover until after she's applied this. So that's what I'm going to do. So just so you guys know, everything you see me doing is basically from the best of my memory, what she did and what I wrote down. So we've done our shampoo. Now it's on to the color disruptor. Like I said, this does not work on its own. It needs to work with the CPR. This treatment we're doing today is for oxidative and non-oxidative color, which to the best of my knowledge means, you know, semi-permanent type hair colors versus permanent hair colors, or colors that require developers and hair colors that don't require developers. So that kind of thing. So like I said, this is all going to be like bleach free, no ammonia, any of that. Disrupts pigment for corrective color prep. This is from Malibu C as well. Shampoo hair with Malibu C shampoo and rinse. Towel blot the hair to remove excess water. Apply disruptor evenly through the hair. Mix CPR and apply directly on top of disruptor. Use a professional processing cap and expose to heat for 45 minutes. Remove from heat shampoo with the shampoo 3 times. Repeat if necessary. All right. So they kind of just ran through exactly what she said. So that's good to know. Well, it is their website, but she was going off of their own instructions. Smells not bad. Smells like a kind of strong hair product. Nothing too crazy or fancy. So I'm going to start with about that much. All right. So now I'm going to part my hair into 4 sections as if I'm going to, do my hair bleaching. Wow, look at those roots. We got a color. Oh my gosh, we're going to have so much fun bleaching. There's so much. So we're going to just part it like we're bleaching it so I can make sure I get every section evenly applied. All right, now when she applies it, she has you part it into 4, and then she brushes it on and combs it through. Let me see if I can do this sitting over here or if I have to go in the other mirror. Oh, I should be able to. So we're going to want to focus on the color, she said. Now this isn't going to lift your natural hair color or anything. It already dried out that part of my hair. Sorry, it's really hard for me to see, so I'll be right back actually. Oh, you guys, it literally smells like nail polish remover or something. Ugh. And she was combing it through, but man, just not enjoying the smell, man. I'm going to hurry up and finish the back, and then I'll probably focus on my ends. I'll be right back. I'm just finishing adding some more on the ends. Just wanted to show you guys that. I'm trying to kind of rush through it because it's giving me a headache because it just has a nail polish. I'm not liking it. In the video, she was combing it every time she applied it. Trying to do my best to go in with the brush just because my hair is kind of fragile. Oh, the smell. If any of you have ever tried this, let me know. I'm also just really trying to focus on the parts that are red because I'm not as worried about, sorry, just put more in here. I'm just not worried about up towards the top, because pretty sure my bleach is going to expand. Really want to make sure I get as much of this possible in here. Yeah, she went section by section, whatever, and she really lathered, got it on the hair, and then she would take her comb, which is why I originally had this, just make sure it was all combed through. Like I said, I did really coat the back where it's yellow and stuff, but yeah, I really want to make sure I come through these ends, doing the best I can to do the same. All right, so yeah, basically this is supposed to work its way in there and disrupt the color. Just gonna help this CPR do its job better. Not enjoying the smell. It's just so much like rubbing alcohol or something. With. I feel like I wasn't warned about the alcohol smell. Got such a headache from this. I know I realized that I could have just probably globbed this on my hair, but I really want to try to make sure there's no uneven patches. Just doing my best, trying to follow the guidelines. There's no point in getting it in my virgin hair. It's not going to lift it or anything. I don't want to put it on there and have it dry it out when I'm going to be bleaching those. Don't worry, not in the same day. There's so much moisture coming out of my hair. So much moisture coming out of my hair. So weird. Oh, the longer my hair gets, the more I remember why I used to have it short. Oh my gosh, my roots are longer than I thought. Enjoying the smell. Anybody else having any major hair changes lately or now? I'm really hoping that this doesn't mess up all of our effort. Can't just sit here and not change it. Girl that she used this on wanted it to go back to her more natural color in her example video, and she had regrowth with very long, thick purple, old purple that had faded out. And it took quite a bit of the purple out to like a really nice base where they could work with what they had. I mean, it still had, you know, different tones and colors, and it wasn't completely gone, but that's when she recommends, you know, that you would go in with the DDL if you needed to lighten more of that out. It's really just to remove as much of the pigment as possible before anything else, so that you can try and avoid more damage that way. So I'm really curious to see what it does with this red. So this red from Eero that I have on my ends, the rest is Lunar Tides, but which comes out usually pretty easily with bleach. And this Eero red, if I remember right, came out pretty easily as well. So we got all of our disruptor in. I think that was a pretty decent coating. I don't think I need any more. I think every single bit of it's got it in there doing its job right now. It does say it's flammable. It just, you know, keep away from open flame, out of reach of children. Ingredients. The main ingredients: alcohol, denat, water, propanol, glycerol, fruit oil, potassium hydroxide. Interesting. Here. It's right down here. Ingredients right there. It's not a long list. So I should have looked at the ingredients first. I do all this researching, and one thing I don't do is, you know, read that. Now this stuff, make sure you don't rinse it out. The whole point of this is that we're going to put the CPR directly over the top of this disruptor. Actually, while I mix that and everything, I'm just going to kind of put this all up, some of it up. I'm putting it up in a cap while I do this next part, just to kind of get some heat started, because the CPR does want you to use heat, and so might as well get a head start on that. And then I'm also going to get my warm water. Slightly warm, like just kind of room temperature-ish warm water. I'm using my applicator bottle to measure the water. Like I said, I've mixed it with an applicator bottle. It went okay. This is only my second time using a color remover. Instructions were 4 ounces of water. It cannot be over-processed and can be immediately followed with color or bleach. Formulated without gluten, parabens, sulfates, preservatives, bleach, formaldehyde, donors, and fragrance. Fill applicator with 4 ounces of water, then slowly add crystals, shake to dissolve, forming a gel, shampoo, hair, and rinse. I'm going with what they said. I stopped after that. A little bit of dust coming out. So we're going to use the whole packet into a bowl, which is just fine. Lots of dust. Careful with that. Like this. It's like a brown. Then we're going to mix our 4 ounces of water. She used her brush to mix it. I'll bring you guys down here with me. Like I said, applicator bottle was just fine as well. And you're just going to keep doing this till it forms a gel. I think where I went wrong with my ion one, which I'll link that video below if you want. I think where I went wrong with that was the cap wasn't like aerated. I didn't cut the tip off of the cap, so it just got all foamy and weird. But I also just really want to use a brush to make sure I'm getting it right on that color I want to remove. My hair is just, oh, great. Looks like I'm going to be picking up my kid from school with a foil cap on my head. I really want to retain that heat in there. Luckily, it's like 111 outside today, so I'll be fine keeping it heated. Love me picking them up today. Forming like this gel. That's what you want. I got this hair mask quick overnight. I keep talking about other ones I have, but this one for sure No need to get into it now because we're not even close to that part, but I am really excited to try it. If I had shorter hair or something, I'd probably just maybe use the applicator bottle. It's just because my hair is long and thicker than it looks. Oh gosh, I really should have taken my anti-nausea medication. I feel so nauseous from that smell. That's a nice looking gel. Yeah, I definitely like doing this better. Okay, so we got like a gel going on. Lovely, lovely. Now to apply. Oh, it just stinks and it's dry. Oh, the smell. I'm actually going to go do the back really quick. When we bleach my roots and stuff, I'll set up the camera so you can see the back of me bleaching. I thought this would work, but I just can't see without glasses very well. Make sure I have enough for where I really need it, and then I'll be right back again. Okay, so far what I can tell you is a lot of stuff will come out. It is messy. I've got all of it applied really graciously back there. I went through every, you guys can see it. I went through every single section, you know, down to up. Well, this side I started up here and went down, and I just took those sections. Now, don't freak out when it's really, really dry. As soon as you put this gel on, it completely, well, you know, because it's a gel, takes all that dryness out. Because I was like, gosh, my hair is so brittle, it's just going to snap off. So just hang in there. It is a little harder to get this out of the bowl with the brush, just because it is such a jelly consistency. So that's something to think about. See, it's just kind of drips, so it will make a mess, and it will make a mess from your hair. So she likes to go down with the brush, and she coats it. And then after she coats it, she goes through, and she said you really want to make sure that you're putting that pressure with your between your fingertips and really just working it into the hair. That way you're making sure it gets all of it. And you're going to want to put that pressure, and you can see like a lot of color is already sliding off. And that it honestly was making a mess over there because like globs are just sliding off, like color was coming out like that. So just try to remember that as you're doing it. Like I said, this all feels so dry and horrible up here. And then, yeah, as soon as you get that gel in, it takes care of that. Thank goodness. Because I was like kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh gosh, I got to remember to tell them not to freak out. But until you get like this on your hair, I was so scared it was going to break. I am wondering if I should have done maybe a little less moisture in my hair. Maybe towel dried a little more. It said, you know, you want a damp hair. I just wonder if I had a little too much moisture in my hair. But this is all of like the gel sliding out. So yay. I don't know what time it is. This drives me nuts. Well, thank goodness this one doesn't have bleach because I'm getting it all over my roots. Ugh, it's just so sloppy. It's sloppy. Depending on how this goes, this might just be something that I keep in my arsenal. I'll get more of the shampoo. Honestly, really didn't mind that shampoo. I have the Suave one, which I can't use on my hair. And so I've been looking at like nicer clarifying shampoos because the Suave one just completely desecrates my hair. Even my swatches hate it. Oh, wow, that just goes on. It's so nice. Ugh. This is what I got left. So I'm really glad I started in the back. My hair actually feels kind of cold, so I'm glad it's so hot outside. So tips I've learned just from watching other videos, because, you know, at the salons, they use like the hair dryers for heat at home. I know some people might have fancy stuff for it, but tips I've seen is maybe using like a heated pad. You have like a heat pad for anything, which I hadn't thought of, and I wish I would have over the winter when I was doing stuff with my hair. I wish I would have known a lot of things. Thanks for being here, guys, because I learned so much from you guys. It's been a game changer. But yeah, so anyways, you can use a heat pad, put like a towel, put a heat pad, just to kind of do that for heat. Or, you know, there's blow dryer, things like that. One of you guys even mentioned, I think during one of my lives, I don't remember what we were doing, but I know you guys mentioned that there's even like stands for your blow dryer, especially like with me, I have trouble doing stuff like this, holding my arms up, using my hands. So that would be kind of cool to have like maybe a stand to help you use a blow dryer that way. Yeah, today for me, I have like I have a foil deep conditioning like processing cap, and that's really going to help me retain heat. So I'm probably going to put some heat from the blow dryer like in there, or do that before I leave quickly since I'm getting the wire here. And then it's like I said, it's like 111 outside, so I'm not too worried about it keeping that heat. It says for 15 to 45 minutes. I'm hoping I can get it out within the 45 minutes. I have no clue when I'm going to be able to rinse it out, but so probably be full time anyways. It says that this can't, I'm sure it can dry it out, but it says it can't damage your hair or over process since we're not using, there's no bleach in it, we're not using any developer or anything. So I should be fine either way. The other biggest thing is we're going to want to make sure that the heat is distributed evenly. It's going to give us our best bet. Yeah, my hair just feels kind of cold. Watch, it takes all this color out and we just see the old blue-green. I see some right there. I worked so hard to get rid of it. Even though, of course, it's going to be buried under there. That's how it works. I got to hurry up and go. Okay, so let me get this all back in its proper place. I'm going to do what is called like a flat wrap. So she wraps like the hair around the head before putting it in the cap as evenly as she can for like the heat distribution. So I'm going to do my best to copy what she did on the thing. I feel like, oh, no, there's no time for that. Good thing it's only me here. So I'm using this anyways. So I'm going to do my best to kind of recreate that. Looks like she maybe went around. It looks like she brought maybe the front ones back, and let me know if I'm doing it right or wrong if you guys know. And then she like brings those into the back and then wraps these. I have just a tiny bit left. I want to get on these ends. So hopefully this outcome is good enough to bleach my roots and color my hair. All right, so it looked like she brought like the front pieces to the back and then wraps them like alternating. So like this one looked like she wrapped it around to like the front of the head this way. And it looked like she took the other one, maybe underneath that one, wrapped it around that way. I think that's basically the gist of it. Those ends, get those ends, get those ends. All right. Eee. Thank you so much for vinyling this hussy. It's like this matte black and it just, everything wipes right off and I love it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do plastic and this. So I'm going to use a hairdryer, get this kind of warm, put this over it, go get my son from school, embarrass him. 45 minutes starting now, even heat. See you guys soon. And since we're not going to see this shirt again now. Cute, right? I think it's working. Since my shirt looks bad, that's a good sign. It's been over the time frame. I believe it's been like 10 minutes over 45 minutes. I used the blow dryer a few times with hot air on it. I stood outside in the sun. I was in a hot car. So I'm hoping that that was enough heat on my part. One of the other big things she said is not to let it cool. Like when you take this off your head, she said go straight. Don't rinse it out right away. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull the color out of my hair. I actually am going to move my camera so you guys can see me pull the color. And then after I pull the color, I'm going to rinse it all the way clear. And then I'm going to shampoo it 3 times with the Undo Goo shampoo that we used in the beginning. So that's what we're going to do. And I will see you once we're all said and done. And while I'm putting in my repair mask after this. So here we go. Oh no, I'm so nervous. I've messed up my hair. Yeesh. All right, let's see how much of this comes out. Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to let it cool off. Just keep wiping away all that color before you rinse it out. See all that color it's taking off my hair. I just got it on the floor. So you're just pulling that color right off. You can just see it pulling that color out here. I'm gonna go shampoo it 3 times. See you in a minute. My hair feels extremely dry. I went through the whole process. I don't quite know what to think yet, but let's just try and save my hair while we can. Sorry I don't have my mic plugged in. I had you guys over there. So it's that mask I was talking about. It's called Osmo Intensive Deep Repair Mask. Nourishing treatment to breathe life and luster into severely damaged tresses. I came across this on a short, and there's actually a bigger one available. I found this on Amazon. I just got the smallest one. I can't remember the price right now. I'll put it right here. But she said that this completely saved her hair from when it got messed up at the salon. And she did have cheaper recommendations, but actually I already had one of those. But I found this. It smells amazing, by the way. I found this, so I really wanted to grab it quick, and I did, and it got here quickly, and now I'm really glad because, yeah, I'm not gonna really put too much on my roots, but I really like to get this on my ends and in right away and let it sit. It does look like it lightened quite a bit. We won't know until it's dry, and I wasn't expecting the red to come completely out, but I was hoping it would be light enough to be able to do something with. Yeah, I'm just gonna really coat this in and put a processing cap on. Yeah, I'm not bleaching my roots today. Obviously, I'm gonna wait for it to dry, see what color we're at, go from there. Seeing some pink ends. I don't think I'm gonna need to go through it again. I think after we bleach our roots, that'll take care of the orange I'm seeing, and then that looks like it might actually be a nice blonde in the middle there. I'm not sure. I really just did not want to do bleach. You know, we did our bleach bath and everything, and it's like if I'm trying to grow my hair out, that is not helping me, so. But I'm still going to keep changing my hair color, so we'll see what wins first. Good hair care or having to cut my hair off. It's a really pretty color. It looks like a dragon fruit now. It'd be nice if it was just like a really, really light pink. I don't even know what the back looks like. I'm not pulling out any colors, so that's good. That means that I did what I could, you know. So this is a nourishing treatment mask to help restore moisture and elasticity to the hair. Apply to towel dried hair from mid-lengths to ends and leave for 3 to 5 minutes. For severely damaged hair, allow an extra 7 to 10 minutes before rinsing thoroughly. Adding heat will intensify the treatment. Good, yeah, so I'm gonna wear this bag on my head. I'm definitely gonna let it go over 10 minutes. My hair felt so extremely dry. Just like insane. Yeah, so I gotta clean up. Now, in their directions, they said you could just repeat this entire process as necessary, but obviously I'm out of product to redo it again. So yeah, we're gonna see how light it is. If it's light enough, I'm not gonna try and go through the ends again, but if it's just really can't be changed from red to anything, then I might have to again. So we're going to see. But fingers crossed. I think that so far it did a good enough job for us to move on to the bleaching though. And they do recommend ending with the reconstructor. But since I'm going to be bleaching my roots and I'm going to be doing a reconstructor type treatment after that, I thought it was just best to go with a deep moisturizing conditioner anyways. And hopefully that'll save my ends when I'm bleaching my roots. The bleach doesn't go down through, you know, because I'll have just done this in the last few days. So hopefully that'll just give me the moisture that I need. So see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. I got my leave-in conditioner in. I got some Olaplex oil and I put like 3 oils on my ends because my hair was so dry. I'm bleaching my roots, so I didn't want to get any up here. But my ends, it's like as much moisture as possible. Even with that deep conditioner, I had to go in, and it's feeling better already. So yeah, I put some of the Olaplex just on the ends there and through the mids. Some of the Absolute Repair oil. And then I've been trying this one. One of you guys said to try the Lucetta Biotin and Collagen. I didn't get the shampoo and conditioner yet to try, but I did grab this and from Amazon, and I actually had for only $9 because I had some points or whatever. But it's a strengthening oil treatment, nourishment thickening type thing. I really like it so far. I can get into that another time if you want. I've just been kind of giving it a try. So I just put that on my ends too. I literally just, I know it's like a lot, but I just really wanted to put as much as I could on my ends. And they seem to, all 3 work well together, honestly. It works. I don't put it like to the rest of my hair. But I just want to check in so we could see what it looks like wet before it dries. Because like I said, everything's in. This is what we're working with. I can see where it lightened quite a lot. I'm interested to see what this looks like dry. So, but I think it does look good, honestly. Show you the back. I have no idea what this looks like over here at all, but I'm guessing it's the same color because I think the orange is kind of hanging on. So, all right, I'll see you guys when this is dry. All right, we're here. It's the next day. I really like it. I noticed a huge difference. Everyone in my house noticed a huge difference when they got home. And to be honest, it's put me in a better mood than before. So that's saying a lot for me. But of course, let's get to the before and afters. So this is kind of what we're dealing with before. And here I am. I really like how it got that yellow out to a nice pale blonde. And I wasn't worried about the orange up here because I know for a fact it's so hot that my bleach is going to expand a little bit. Or I could even just drag it at the last minute a little bit onto that orange. So yeah, I wasn't really concerned about the orange. The ends got exactly where I wanted them to be. It's more of just like a lighter pink. I can deal with this. I am going to show you guys this in the natural light side by side at the end. So stick around if you're still here because it does look different in the light, I think. I just really like the base that I'm working with. After that deep conditioner, I feel confident that if I had more of this, I might just do another round throughout here on my ends. Let me just show you guys the back here. But yeah, I'm just really love this. It's so tempting to bleach my roots and go in with a toner and maybe just do a fun color on my ends. But I think I have bigger plans than that. I don't know. Comment what you guys think. We still have time before I get to the coloring. But I just think instead of doing something damaging like a toner, I just want to maybe work with semi-permanents up here. Because that is such a pretty blonde. I wouldn't even really have to tone it much. I was thinking, if anything, I'd tone it to more like a platinum white and do all these ends with something. But, I don't know. I think I'm thinking bigger. I think I want to go do everything. And here's kind of what we're dealing with underneath. I don't know. Personally, guys, I'm happy. I feel lighter. My hair feels really clean and light. So that's a definite plus. I'm extremely happy with this. I think that conditioning mask really worked. So things I would probably change or things I think I could have done better. When she was shampooing, she was getting like a real lather. You could see it. I wasn't getting that same lather. Definitely something on my part. Maybe it's because I was wearing gloves. I just wasn't quite getting that, and I wish I would have, especially at the end there where you're really trying to draw out the rest of the color with those 3 washes. So that's something I probably would have maybe worked harder on, maybe if I would have just had more shampoo in general. And another thing is I feel like I wanted more of an even, continuous heat distribution. Even though I was keeping heat and things, I feel like if I would have really been able to pressure that on these ends, that would have helped a lot more as well. So I might look into that in the future when I use it, just kind of making sure I'm really giving it a little bit of that extra. I'm loving this though, honestly. If I didn't have an idea in my head already of what I wanted to do, I would just totally, I'm sorry. I can't stop staring at it. I just like it. It's just turned out better than I thought it would. Another thing I think would have really helped me a lot was just I had too much water in my hair. I really think that when I went into this, I could tell as I'm putting in the disruptor, I felt like there was so much water in there. When there's water in there, then the product isn't going to be able to like get in your hair, you know, like there's no room. So I feel like that was just definitely another factor. As far as that goes, I just had too much water. I could tell the water was just coming out. I mean, it said damp hair, but I think it was definitely too wet. That's about the only things. So I guess remember, it's just you're going to want to shampoo once or twice. And you're going to want to have it damp, not wet. And then you're going to apply the disruptor all over that. And then without rinsing out the disruptor, you're going to go in with your CPR, coat that, apply heat for 15 to 45 minutes. While it's still warm on your head, you're going to want to, without rinsing, pull that color out of your hair the best you can. Rinse that without shampoo until the water's clear. And then you're going to shampoo it 3 times, really working in that lather, really trying to get that color out. And then you're going to see what you got. And if it's not good enough, you can do this again, or you can go ahead and follow up with their DDL XL or whatever, the one with their actual lightener. That's going to cause more damage. That does have lightening agents in it that will change your natural hair color with that one. Or, you know, also my hairdresser really likes the Pulp Riot Blank Canvas. That's just another bleach-based one. I'm sure if you were doing something like that, though, you could even just go in with the shampoo and just try and fade it a little bit with the clarifying shampoo, and then maybe just go all over for Blank Canvas. It really depends on your situation, how you want your hair to be at the end of it. If you care how your hair is at the end of it, I mean, otherwise you could just go straight bleach, right? It just really all depends. But for me and what I wanted, this turned out great. I am happy. I think there's things I could change that would have gave me more lift, a better outcome. But I mean, I'm just so happy that we're at this point. I feel ready to bleach my roots. I don't know about you guys. And we do still have time after I bleach my roots. If you're really itching for me to want to try this again and lighten it, that's fine. But I just really don't think we're going to need to with all the different colors that I have here. That's just my personal opinion, but votes are welcome because I really have no idea what I'm going to do until I'm sitting there with all the color in front of me and we still have to bleach first. So I hope you guys stick around and subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss the next video, and maybe you can catch up on some of my other videos. I'll link some that I've been talking about below. Otherwise, I hope you guys are all doing absolutely amazing. And I'm going to show this to you in the natural light, side by side. And yeah, I'm just, and there also was not a lot of hair in the drain. I guess I would have told you if there was, but there was just a normal amount, very small. Probably just all stuck up in there from me not brushing it a lot. But once again, hair therapy wins. I feel so much better than I did when I started. And I hope that this helps you feel better in some way too, or helps in just any way. Can't wait to see what you guys say below in the comments, and much love. And I will see you in the next video where we'll be bleaching my roots. Have a good one. Much love. So much love. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Well, if anyone was scared of going all yellow on their hair, I think it's safe to say that if you want to do Lunar Tides neon yellow all over, you can use this to get it out and you'll be right back to a nice pretty blonde. Just in case you want to go neon and you know something's going to come out. Here's your sign to do yellow hair dye. Have a beautiful day.